just heard was from the iRig 2 with the Amplitube program, or the app that you can get, I guess, anywhere pretty much on the apps, like the app stores or whatever, or your Google stores. Just wanted to go over a couple things. That's the app right there, and show you how to use some simple basic things on the Amplitube, because I don't see it on here anywhere. Just feel free to skip through whatever you want to see, and I guess we'll get started. First of all, you're going to need one of these, which is your iRig. If you're on here, you pretty much know what these already are. If you're on here, like I said, you know what all this is, and you want to learn it. So let's go ahead and get started. Open that up. There's what we just played. We'll go ahead and go to projects, which is down here. This usually doesn't open up to this, so let me go ahead and get rid of that. Get rid of that again, and then we'll go ahead and go to this again, show you what it looks like when it opens up. There's IK, that's who makes the Amplitube, and I pretty much bought about 80 bucks worth of stuff on here. It was a package deal a while back, but 2019 has more things in it now, like more, I guess they call them modeling, which is, I guess, you know, your rigs, your amps, your speakers and stuff like that. So what you'll want to do is go to projects. I apparently have a lot of projects. So you'll go to up here, which is you'll want to get a project going, and for namesake, we'll just call this I guess YouTube, and we'll save it. So there we are. This is what it gives you. I don't know why it says channels, channel 1, channel 1, channel 1. I always thought it'd be like channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, but all these apparently is one track. You have your pans and your volumes, and I'm pretty sure you guys would know what all that stuff is. And I just want to go over the things that I found helpful to know on this. So let's go ahead and pretend like we are going to we'll go ahead and do a project. We're already on the project. It's called YouTube. Got your name. So go to here, these little lines right here, which is I don't know if it's going to focus or not, but those are your WAV files. So get that. This is what I'm familiar with, and look, there's me in the background. So we'll go over real quick. Send 1 and 2. We'll go over that later. Pan. You got your treble, your mid, your bass, your main volume. You have another volume which is down here, which I'm not really sure what this is. It's out. I guess that's what goes out to when you go to save the file. Of course, you got your in, which is going to control your volume of your input, which in my case is going to be that guitar right there, which is a LTD James Hetfield Signature Iron Cross. Anyway, you got all these bells and whistles down here, which I had no clue what any of that stuff really was. You know, that's why I need to learn, but I just want to try to teach you all the basics. Track 1, FX, R, S, and M. FX, you can pretty much turn your effects on and off. These over here are your effects. You got pedals, you got your cabinet, and you got your amplifier itself. That's your chain, I guess it's called. And what you'll do is, of course, you'll hook everything up. Hook this into your iPad. You're going to want to hook your, I actually have my guitar right here. This right here is going to that big amp right there. You can also use your headphones to put into your headphone jack there, but this is going from 1/8 to 1/4, which is going into that right there. Like I said, that's basic. You should know that by now. To make a track, you want to, I guess some people arm it. I think that's what that R means. But like I said, the effects, you can kick that on or kick it off. Kicking it on will allow you to use your chain of whatever amps you want to use. S is, I guess, singled out. I don't know. That when you hit S, pretty much allows you to just hear that one track by itself if you have multiple tracks on here. And of course, M is mute. So let's go ahead and real quick Set this down here. Hopefully this will work. I'm gonna hook up my guitar. Okay, we're back. So apparently, I didn't have this on the right. I guess you know. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. It's really low, but I didn't have it on the right chain. One of the amps I think were muted. So see if I can get a little bit of more volume here. Go ahead and cut this up a little bit. Nope, it's gonna squeal. So I don't know if you can hear that or not. We'll hear later on. So what I did was I went to the chain here, and you can click on any one of these three. I just click on the top. That gives you your cabinet. I got the orange head. Excuse me, well, not the cabinet, but the head. You can go to post effects, which you can put your other effects in there after after the other effects right here, which goes after the amp and everything. You can go back to there, choose your cabinet. I've got to where, like I said, I purchased a lot of stuff, so I'm not sure what you have, but you can usually, I'm not sure if you'll have this choice, but you can move your mics around if you want. Not sure how, I guess you gotta click up here. You can move them here, you can move them there. Move your mics around, you can see it moving. I usually leave one about out here and then one at the edge of the cone, a little bass, a little more. I guess that would give bass, and that would give more of a mid-range. I don't know, it sounds good to me. So let's go back. So when you want to record, first of all, let me tell you this real quick. Like I said, I'm going to try to make this quick and tell you everything that I've learned on here. This green bar is a loop bar. So if you put your finger anywhere on this where it says 1, 3, 5, all that, you just put your finger there. You can just go like that. It gets very annoying sometimes because that line thingy will move, obviously. So we'll get that out of the way. So when you put your finger on it, leave it there and scroll to the right, and it'll create your green bar. What that green bar is a loop bar. So if you put this here, you hit play. Well, first of all, you have to double tap it. It'll turn a brighter green. That means it's on. Double tap again, that's off. So when you double tap that, whatever you play, actually, you know what? Let's do a smaller one. There. Double tap it. Play. As you can see, it'll go to the end, boom, and go right back. So that pretty much, I had no clue what that was for the longest time. Now, if you try to record with that loop being activated, hit record, it's not going to tell you. It's not going to do it. I don't know if you can read that, but it says you cannot record because your loop is on. Disable your loop, then you can record. Okay, so when you go, this bar works as another thing. Put your finger on it, slide left. Oh, there's a red one. Double tap it, that activates it. That can pretty much allow you to record. It's like when you hit record right now, instead of it recording immediately, it'll start recording, bam, when it hits that red line. So now we're actually recording. So let's go ahead and stop that. And this little triangle is actually a start and stop button. There is no stop. You would think that's start only, but that actually starts it. You hit again, and it stops it. So that's pretty much what that is. So easily done. Let's see. We'll undo this. Undo what we just recorded, and then go ahead and hit the back button. That usually takes us back all the way back to the front. We don't want to do this, so we'll double tap that. Just get rid of it, make it in a little bar or whatever. Just make sure it's not activated. So go ahead and put this here for a second. See if I can get this to where you can see it. Probably not. It's not going to work. Alright, so we'll go ahead and hit record. So we'll record some tracks. You do a simple little dun 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 dun. As you see, it's recording. So we'll hit stop. And there you got your WAV file. Go back. Hit play. There you go. Now, if you want to do another track, go to 2. It always says optimizing tracks. I'm not sure why. Usually when you go to 2, it'll bring your same cabinet with you. You can change that anytime if you want. Now, we'll go ahead and do a second track with that track I just did. So we'll go back. So we're on track 2 now. We'll keep the same cabinet, record. Alright, so let me tell you something else while we're there. If you want to keep time, this right here is your best friend. Where it says hold, that is your metronome. Hear it? If you can't hear it, hold it. It will flash for you. Yay! So let's go ahead and stop that. Stop recording. Stop recording. Stop. Undo. So pretty much put this TV down here. TV's probably louder than the thing. Alright, so let's see what we did here. Let's play what we just did. So it's pretty much playing what I just did, you know, and I'll tell you, you can mute. Hear that by itself. Or mute that one. Hear that by itself. Or single that out. Go ahead and stop that from flashing. That's a bit annoying. Okay. What else? Here's something that was really complicated for me to learn, was this drum. Hit that drum and it's like, oh, what is all this? One thing you really need to know is go up here and you can see you have rock and rock 2. I actually have all these. It only comes with a couple simple ones, but if you want to say that's intro, outro, fill A, fill B, you know, main A and main B is usually your vocal, your verses of your songs, or you can, you know, do whatever. Now the variation A, variation B is pretty much where I've noticed is chorus. But let me show you this. This is really cool. I didn't know about it. Rests. Those are very important, especially if you're, you know, trying to get silence in a song, because this is a loop tracker type drum machine thing. So let's put a couple bars, 2 bars of rest. We'll go to, I've got the metal 2, which is really sweet. We'll put an intro. We'll do 1, 2, let's just do 2, and then we'll do an outro, just for shoots and giggles. Alright, to get rid of that, first of all, you got to go up here and do your, you don't have to do it up here, but you can do your tempo. Just click that, or touch that. But your tempo's down here as well. You can set that. We'll do 120. Good Metallica, Inner Sandman tempo. Alright, we're going to delete this. Delete track. We can copy the track, stuff like that. Split. You can split your track if you want to. Let's see. We'll go ahead and delete that. We'll go ahead and delete that. And so we're going to have 2 bars of rest. Then we'll have an intro, and we'll start jamming something on that intro, and we'll have couple measures of that there. Let's see. We'll just hit record. Alright, very basic, very simple. You just had the metronome on, but who cares? Alright, so what I pretty much did was I created a drum track. I created a guitar track in this second one here. So hit play. loud. That's pretty much it for that. And of course, if you wanna if you have all your stuff done, you know, go to your different tracks, put all your stuff in. I usually put bass down on 6 or 7, vocals on 8. You can do vocals. You can go to other things here, which I think you go to this little thing. It can give you your pack presence, your user presence. That pretty much gives you. Go down here, vocal live. That'll give you a lot of vocal things. You can do harmonies. Mess around with those. You can also go to a lot of these things here. This pretty much is a factory setting. You can do 80s dirt, that type of sound. All kinds of different sounds you can do. Presence. You learn how to load those in. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. That is your tools. You got your tuner, metronome. Obviously, we just did that. I guess that's about it. Once you get all your stuff here, you can go to your mixing and mastering. You can send different things like your chorus. You can send other things like a hall, you know, reverb and stuff. Hit that send button, and then you'll go back to your track, and you'll hit send 1 or send 2, whichever one. You got 2 different sends. You can pan your tracks left or right. Of course, you can EQ your tracks, level your track. And you know, once you go back to the mixing and mastering, you could hit EQ. That is where you do your lows, your mids, your highs. You got more control down here of your frequencies. You can do your compressions to compress everything, do your thresholds, things like that. If you want to learn all that stuff, I'm sure there's places you can learn about compression, your thresholds, and stuff like that. I usually don't mess with these right here. Like I said, I mean, this looks cool though when you play it, because it does that. You can move that all the way back, play it again. It looks like you know, reel to reel. Of course, it's playing what I just put in there, which we got different cabinets now. Track 2, yeah, I don't even know what that is. A Fender cabinet. I guess that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know. Of course, you can go to your projects here, and then let's see, where is it? We called it YouTube. There it is. You can take that right there, hit edit, do YouTube, go up here wherever you want to send it. If you want to file share it, if you can see that, file share it, email it. I usually email it. I think it comes in a MP4 and whatever file. And I think I hit done. That's pretty much your basic how you do tracks and can make some songs.